Hello, Internet. We are live. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, this afternoon. There's still light coming through my windows. I think it's still daytime, technically, at that point. But how are we doing? How's everybody feeling? I'm feeling disorganized. So we're actually going to start the stream by me sorting through making a couple more shulkers. And trying to get the items a little bit less chaotic in my ender chest. Doing good. That's good. Cold. Yeah, same, Gary. Same. I had plans for the day, but they are canceled due to the weather, so it was just too cold for me to want to risk going out there. Okay, so first of all, well, chest plate needs to go in there. Everything else can go in the toolbox. Out of all these extra things. And make one of these be a valuables box. That. We will put these in the toolbox. We will have a food box. Put these in the valuables box. We need to round up more food. Is one thing we do genuinely need to do. Oh my god, there's the Aqua Affinity book that I had sitting around. I somehow forgot that I had these. And let's just make the rest of what I have into rockets right now. And rockets, I think for right now, we're just gonna stack in here. Okay, food is usually white. So we will make that one into a white shulker. Tools, food. Normally there's a red box there for rockets. I guess I will make a rocket box even though I'm not likely to actually like have enough rockets to do it, just because otherwise I'm gonna feel thrown off. And then we need a teal dye and a blue dye. Actually, we just need a regular for the other one. So let's drop down and go grab some teal and red dye real quick. Lurking around the place while working. Yep, I know you're elsewhere too, don't worry. I am streaming at a very odd time of day for me, but I don't know. TB streams being a bit earlier in the day feels natural for some reason. How cold is it getting down for you there for you, Gary? We might actually be above 0 Fahrenheit again tomorrow, so progress. Oh, okay, I thought I lost the other piece of cactus, and even though it didn't matter that much, I was gonna be mad. We may need to make a sugarcane farm too. No, I guess we have one. We do have sugarcane farm. Okay. Okay. Can I scoop lava right now? I can. Can scoop lava right now. I just realized I didn't even check if Geo was also streaming or if she's just on for the fun of it. Give me... I don't need 2 pieces, but they are what they are. Whoops. Okay, the valuables one's still back over there. We need... a single red dye and a single blue dye. Excellent, okay. That should be everything that I need as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and grab this other shulker that's for me. Yeah, I think we're good. Hello, what's in here? A wolf and some cobwebs, okay. Oh, okay. Will spring be here soon? Truly winter is stay in winter until we're out of it. Even though the industrial zone's not in the winter area. I'm just like, but winter. All right, back over here we are. Okay. So. That one is the one that needs to become teal. Excellent. The completely empty one can become red. And this one can become black and be the miscellany box. Oh no, this one, you already have black. It can become gray. Let's make you... Okay. Okay. We need to go ahead and load our inventory up with... Well, first of all, some more trapdoors, because actually we didn't place quite enough of them last time, shockingly. And then... reload our inventory up with more prismarine, but I don't remember which kind of prismarine I used up there. We'll find out while I'm up there. Yes, I do have I do have an RTX pack on, and that does make the text of the portals a little bit see-through. Oh, I didn't factor in the fact that snow was gonna fall on this thing in the meantime. There we go. That's the road that didn't get to put trapdoors put on it. I spotted this afterwards and was like, oh no. Do I have a link to mine? I don't think I don't think that I have a exclamation point set up for it, so there is the pack that I use for your own information on it. Okay, so we were using just regular Prismarine up here. Oops. That was a bad jump. Okay. We're gonna get back out that miscellany box because we still have other miscellanies that didn't get put away and that aren't needed for out here. That can stay here. That can go in there. And those can go in there because we're definitely gonna need them. Okay. Go make ourselves some more Prismarine. Which we can just go downstairs to do now! Hey! How much of this is gonna be filled up already? I wonder. Interesting. It does split pretty evenly, so it's doing its job at least. Geo, hey, how's it going? What's up? Let's do one more load of that. Free chopping? Nice, nice. I am doing good. I am working on the mob farm. Whee! Oops, we don't need to go up there. We need to fly up there. Thanks, game. Thanks. I'm sorry about the treacherous way here, yeah. I did what I could. This is a regular mob farm that I am building, just a normal, they walk off the edge type of one. I'm building it above a Guardian farm, though. Hence making it out of Guardian farm materials, because it's just what I have on hand. The nice thing is that this basic mob farm is very similar to just a basic Java mob farm. There's a lot you'll have to learn in terms of like spawning radiuses and stuff, but it's actually pretty simple and easy on, whoops. Yeah, pretty simple and easy compared to Java on a lot of things. Guardian farms are way less of a headache. Like, you are significantly less likely to die building a Guardian farm on Bedrock. Yeah, you can make one that's very similar to a normal Java one and it'll be just fine. I have built multiple before also, so I have no problem being the one building it. Actually, I should just go the whole way across here. I'm basically just building a double version of the one that I built in season 2. 2 is the Mesa base, right? Yeah. I had one inside my base there, and I'm just building like it and a mirror image of it. Yeah, that's what's happening is that, so we're gonna rely on Mob AI to walk them off of these platforms. And they're gonna land in water down there. That's then gonna push it off of, push them off the platform. So we're making the spawning platforms right now, and the platform under us that's temporarily lit up, is the one that will have, the water on it. I guess there's really no reason to not just go ahead and we should probably do the trapdoors first. Which means going to making more trapdoors. Because yeah, once I have a ceiling over my head, then it becomes a little bit hard to do anything. Okay. Trapdoor time. Welcome to the party stream, Elements. I'm glad that you could make it. Oops. Trapdoors are so expensive! Yes, trapdoors are so expensive. Oh my goodness. This is why people usually use coral fans for this, but I wasn't gonna go track down coral fans. That just sounds like way too much effort to me. Tedious, but I'm fine with it. Really, the only thing that we care about at the end of the day is the creepers. We don't need anything else from this mob farm. Because we have a bone source already. We have a string farm whether we like it or not. I know you don't like to recognize that we have a string farm, but I keep having to empty out the string farm because it keeps clogging up the iron farm. I mean the poor kitties in the iron farm. Oh, I did forget to ping about it, didn't I? My bad. My bad. I shall do that. There we go. I was like, what do you mean no stream ping? What? My face is right here. I don't need a P. Oh, an actual ping, not a. Okay. I loved the Peaceful series. It is my favorite thing SciCraft has ever done. Like, and I love it in no small part because of how cursed it was. I loved the, like, the cat sleeping farm. That was, like, one of my favorite things. Because if you didn't know, cats will give you certain items when you sleep. If they sleep next to you. Like, they have a chance of bringing you a present. And so SciCraft made a farm out of that to get things like phantom membranes that you can't get in survival otherwise. Or in survival, but in peaceful is what I was trying to say. I went on a long rant this morning about, somebody was like, what are you gatekeepy about? And I'm like, Minecraft, except I'm like reverse gatekeepy, and that I'm like, give it back to the kids. Kids game, stop acting like it's not. But when I see people do things like that, I'm like, yes, see, this is what us adults should be doing with the game. We should be breaking it in new and exciting ways. Jared, hello! No worries. Enjoy. What you cooking? I don't know what I'm doing for dinner yet. How many layers thick will I make the whole thing? I just don't know yet. I think I will just fill up what I can here. Because I did mark out the edges of the spawn box, and I don't see a reason not to. Let's see, what's interesting that's been going on? Zoloya's sick and suckered me into watching Try Guys with him because of that. He had some artwork to do and he's just like, Lee, help me stay awake. And I wanted to watch something that he'd already watched before so that he wouldn't have to pay too much attention to it while drawing. And so he's showing me the Try Guys baking, but like they don't have a recipe series. And as somebody who used to watch a ton of Chopped, I'm just like, yeah, sure, this is great. I did like glare at him because he always like makes fun of my Achievement Hunter that I used to watch all the time, and Try Guys are just Achievement Hunter but slightly more normie. But you know, that's opinions that people don't want to hear. You know, I shouldn't say that though. Achievement Hunter's gone and Try Guys are still around. One of them survived. We have so many trapdoors. We're gonna have to go back and count how many trapdoors this is afterwards. So that we can calculate exactly how many trees I murdered with this mob farm. Whee! And we're just leaving some of the trapdoors popped out for the moment, just for ease of stepping. Oh, boy. This is a lot of clicking. Whoops. Forest fruit. And how far? That didn't put me too far away. I should go sleep anyway. Oh, okay, never mind. Sleeping's covered. Thank you, Geo. Okay, I'll sleep next time. I'll need to, because I'll need to be phantom proof. But yes, Chorus Fruit redeems are on. Squid redeems should be back on as well. I think Pigo Trading is on. And all of the name a shulker and name a tool should be on. If they're not on, let me know, because yeah, they should be. Supposed to be. You having to turn things off for other games, and like Twitch could benefit from a like load preset button. So that I didn't have to just manually turn them all on and off every time. Okay. It just does not want to flip these. Everything either wants to flip twice or not at all. Come on. There. It's the server lag. But yeah, I hope that you sleep well, Geo, since I know that's probably why you're heading off soon. Half an inch of snow and everybody's freaking out. I'm sure down there that that's enough to send everybody into a tizzy, yeah. Jeez. I took a really pretty picture in my backyard earlier, actually, of all the snow. It's not that much. There's only like a, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches on the that fell this time, but Norse. Cute. That's cute. Yeah, exactly. Literal half it. I've seen North Carolina react to snow, so I imagine that Texas is pretty similar. Oops. Ow. So close and yet so far. Sorry, I realized I needed healing there and I started smiling because one of my friends has a sound alert that's the medic yell from Team Fortress that people can set off to remind her to heal. Because some people are not overly paranoid about that like I am. It turns out. Hey KB, however many floors that is. So I think 2 more? It's the most that I could squash into the spawning range. We should go double check our armor stand at some point here though. Yeah, exactly. I don't need to, we don't need anything too big or fancy. It's just us girls. But now I'll be well practiced in having built it and I can just, you know, swing through it instantaneously next season too. I can be the one that monopolizes the gunpowder market. It's fine. I'm gonna skip this one. I'm just not digging it. I missed these ones. I don't know why I'm putting myself through doing all of the closing the trapdoors at once at the end, but whatever. It is what it is. It works how it works. Right? Oh my god. Tell you what I definitely like. I definitely like the way that some of these just decide to sit on the platform instead of the wall. No, you're supposed to be going on the wall. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So of course that one goes on top on me too. Okay. And there's the end of that set of trapdoors. We go make a bunch more. I think I may have actually gotten enough wood for this. Through some miracle. Maybe not though, you know, we don't know. I shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch here. Six floors, 6 platforms per floor, 16 blocks long, 18 trapdoors per 648. Sounds about right, yeah. I think that's about how many floors tall it'll be too. It looks like there's room for 2 more in here. The ceiling can go higher than that if it needs to. So we should be fine. Hey, I'm clicking. Oops, I missed a row. There are worse things to do to your fingers. I don't know what they are, but there are. Then spam clicking is what the joke was. Bye, Geo. Good seeing ya. Have a good night. Oops, missed that one. Oh, there are ones on the ends too, but I don't know. I think the 18 factored that in. Either that or it should have been 17 instead of 18. It should be factoring it in for one side but not the other. Like, to count it twice correctly. Okay, it getting dark. I wonder if I can then use my chorus fruit to get up on the platform afterwards. Oh. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Chorus fruit? All the way down here. Beautiful. Excellent. Magnificent. So helpful. That was a smooth landing though. Three and okay. Sorry, my brain just registered that we do have a source of amethyst, so I could put some amount of tinted glass on the sides of this if I wanted to. And I'm just like, why do I hate myself that much right now? But I totally could. And it'd be pretty. Ouch. I think the real answer to how many levels we're gonna make is, am I gonna have to make more trapdoors again? It is flannel weather. This is my only real flannel too. I finally own a flannel that is a flannel and not just cotton plaid. How you doing, Spicy? You staying warm? I'm streaming at this kind of time of day because I am staying warm rather than venturing out to see a friend today that I was originally going to and then stream late. It's such a real flannel, I even bought it from the men's section. Because the ones from the women's section don't fit my shoulders. Speaking of which, that was a very crunchy crunch there. Staying warm for real. Yeah, no, I have been realizing recently that the reason why I'm so much happier with my sweatshirts and my like long sleeve shirts and stuff from the men's section is, one, the shoulders are actually wide enough for my shoulders, and two, the cuffs are in like proportion to my hands, so I get to do like the cute little like my fingers are out of the sleeves but nothing else is and have it actually look right. Like, oh my gosh, I can be kawaii in this. I don't know. I'm also really happy with the new makeup, as you guys have probably noticed from how much I've been using it this week. Just really excited about it. I don't normally like this like chunky of eyeliner, but it works so well with this eyeshadow. It just goes on so smooth. I only order from ColourPop like every 2 or 3 years, but every time I do, I'm glad I did. Why am I leaving one up for the time being? Well, in case I need to land on any of these platforms. Whee! Oh my gosh, I'm just unflipping some of them in the process here. No, we want them all flipped. We want them all flipped. Oh, is anybody else excited that Awful Archaeology is back? Because I know I celebrated pretty hard yesterday about that. Alright. We don't quite have the trapdoors for one more layer, but we only have like space for one more layer. So it makes sense to do it regardless, and we'll just get the last little bit of wood that we still need. It shouldn't be more than 1 or 2 more trees, so. Oh yeah, fun staying warm fact. I found out that the entire time I've been living here, I've been operating off of only the heater in this room. Because it turns out that I was lied to on accident, and the thermostat that is in my room is not old and broken. It was in fact re-hooked up to the new system. And so it controls my room and the bathroom, and nothing controls the spare bedroom. ASMR room. I'm gonna start an ASMR channel. I'm not gonna quit YouTube. I'm gonna start an ASMR channel. And I'm just gonna use that room to like tap on things and play with people's hair. Your daughter would love that. I've thought about it a ton. I've thought about it a ton. I don't know that I have a good voice for ASMR stuff though. Like, I know that I'm good at doing like soft hand movements and stuff like that, but I can't do like any of the nice fluttery sounds. My skin just slides past very nicely, which is nice. I don't need to use lotion or anything. I really should, because it's gonna all catch up to me in a couple years. Like, my ma suddenly went from looking 45 to looking 70 in the course of like 3 years, and I'm like, that's gonna be me. It's gonna catch up to me like that too. Because I don't take care of my skin or anything very well. I finally got like some just like sunblock for my face this summer and started using it. I don't know. If Minecraft is already an oversaturated market, then what's ASMR, you know? Because I do, like, that's a lot of what I joke about why I'm tired of YouTube, is Minecraft is just such an oversaturated market that I have nothing to offer to like make myself stand out on there. I do streaming wise, I feel like I can stream well, but I feel like my YouTube videos are just anybody else's YouTube videos. It's like, what would I bring to the ASMR table? Hey, how's it going, Tundra? Good to see ya. How's the Cherry Grove? We are so close. Yeah, one more tree should do it. One more tree should absolutely do it. So let's sleep and grab our saplings. That didn't work very well. Still alive. I mean, that counts for something. That definitely counts for something. Survived another day. Isn't that in your hardcore world? Or am I misremembering and that one's not hardcore? Nice. I'm too much of a coward to play hardcore to begin with. Like, my paranoid butt? No, I'm not fun to watch do things like that. I'm just... Okay, it was. I was like, the sounds of children screaming are coming from the, like, not like screaming negative, just like, you know, children being loud was coming from that track for some reason. And I don't know if it was an artistic choice or if they just didn't notice it when they were editing and when they were doing the sound editing. Okay. Oops. Well, let's not do that again. We don't have any totems or anything, so we can't take that kind of rough landing on a regular basis. You may have to just give it up, Grafted. I'll tell you if it pops up. Grafted's after a specific Fortnite skin, and it's been, they go through on a rotation though, so. That's what I didn't grab. I didn't grab something to drink before I started stream. Give me like not even 90 seconds. Gatorade! Seemed like a good choice. Okay. Oh, this looks so cool! Get in here and do a proper posture check. I did not sit down correctly. You are correct. There we go. That should do us, I think. 2 stacks, yeah. I think we barely needed 1 more stack, but that's fine. Someone will use spruce trapdoors for something on the server, I am sure of it. It's Minecraft. Someone will use spruce trapdoors for something. They're only the best block in the game. I will accept no other theories on that. Yeah, let's go back home after this and see how much tinted glass we can make. Because I would love to at least replace the center stripe that the water is coming through there with tinted glass. Because then we'd be able to see for sure that everything's working. Now grafted. But yeah, I think we'll go see if we can get enough of the tinted glass to go on the top, at least. Or not the top, the bottom at least. And if so, then maybe we can put a stripe or two in it. I don't know. Pigs! Let's just go before they have a chance to hit me. They still managed to hit me. We are here for the amethyst. That's what I said I was after. All right. Carefully tapping each of these because they are insta-mine. I mean, there's insta-mine, there's whatever's happening with amethyst crystals. Whee! Oh god, there's so many. I'm definitely gonna have a shortage on the glass end, not on the amethyst end. I don't know, maybe I just make words. Maybe I just make amethyst blocks for some accents on it too. Who knows? Make the spawning platforms out of amethyst next time. Make it to be the noisiest mob farm ever. Like, they're already not exactly quiet structures, so. I'm gonna make those sticks just to get them out of my inventory. Yeah. Yeah, glass is gonna be the one that I'm gonna have the harder time with. Did we ever find a desert? We're gonna drop off like half of this amethyst. We got exactly full stacks on it. Oh, that makes me happy. Exactly 9 stacks of it. We're gonna keep 4 stacks of it. I think. And there we go. More of the last one over here. We may just go shovel up some more sand for ourselves. Yeah, like there's still a good amount of glass in there, but let's at least replace what we're taking. Nice big weird middle of a thing desert, sure. Not desert, beach. The beach in the middle of an island. Sometimes sand just works that way, you know? It makes sense in real life, let it be. It always feels like you've dug up so much more than you actually have when it comes to sand, though. At least I feel that way. Oh, there we go. There's some actually exciting news for the week. I wrote yesterday. Like, I actually, honest to goodness, got through 800 words of starting my novel finally. Or restarting it, rather, because this is one that I started writing in 2012. But I wrote in a very pretentious way at the time. And also Moth wrote like a third of the book the first try through, like of the 9 chapters we got through, so I'm writing it from scratch. But progress was actually made, writing, like I actually successfully wordsed. I don't know if they're good words, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. We got ourselves some sand. We're gonna go drop it in the smelty smelts. Buckets. Replace these buckets first and foremost. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 then. And, oh. Okay, I need more crystals for this than I thought I did. The ratio is different than I thought it was. So I guess we will take most of those back. I don't think I need that much, but we will see. Definitely don't need any regular glass, so I'm gonna drop the other 2 stacks of that right off. Okay. Yeah. And on we go. So many ghasts, oh my goodness. Okay. Oh wait, no we don't wanna go there. Yeah, I think our best bet's just to hop down into here. Oh no. Dang it. We're gonna grab a stack of each because the chances of me needing one or the other to repair holes is pretty big. I already had some of the other, but that's fine. If anybody doesn't know what tinted glass does, it does everything glass does except let light through. Also, I know I don't need Silk Touch to do this, but it makes me paranoid, so I'm gonna... Okay, cool. I did successfully and correctly do it as 8. Dang it. I'm just trying to tear this down. Let me... You know what I don't have with me is any buckets whatsoever. Okay, let's check the spawn circles, shall we? Yeah, I could have done it even another layer higher if I really wanted to, but I think that I'm happy as is. I think I'm very happy as is. And all of my farm platforms are spawnable. Yes, they are. They also do need shoveled, I believe. That's one thing, is the top of this is just factually going to be covered with snow. There's no avoiding that in general, like, ever. We're gonna go down here and pick up more rockets while I'm thinking about it. And we're gonna turn off the thing while we're there. Turn down. And same thing on this side. Ow. I'm glad I have spare elytra because I would hate to try to get up to here without them if I didn't have them. Oh, I wasn't even at the top layer yet. Don't lie to me like that, game. Let's hope it looks good with the stripes up the sides as well and doesn't just wind up looking like a giant gift box. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm turning it into, is just a giant gift box. Alrighty, apparently I cannot do that properly because I can't. Don't forget the bow for the top. See, that's like I said, what I'm saying is that... Well, originally I was gonna say is that I don't want it to look like that, but, you know, you may have a point. This is truly winter. This is uneven somehow. We have messed something up somewhere and I don't know what it is. But we're gonna get a bucket of water and find out. It's fine, like... Something's just not centered right. There's a 1 block gap on one side and a 2 on the other. Yeah, we're just gonna take the ice instead. Oh. Yep. This side is 1 too far over. Somehow. Somehow. Oh wait, we need to change the floor. Be the right thing here too. I said, luckily, caught the mistake pretty quickly there. Hopefully to have not messed it up going the other direction at all. That would be seriously frustrating to deal with, but... I'm glad that we figured this out fast, though. And not after I'd filled in even more. back down we go. Whoops. Sheesh. Hey, NJ. Hopefully all of them. But I initially made the place a little bit too big, so, or like a little bit off proportionately, so I'm fixing that real quick. These blocks were like in like that when I was doing this before. Okay. And then the bone blocks for the corner. We are missing a couple bone blocks. But let's hop down, sleep, and get some more. And hey Brian, thanks for doing that for NJ. And thank you. I did not mean to make it look pretty, but it's a good block palette to be working from, so you know. Right, we were finishing this real quick. I gotta decide what we are doing with, oops. What we are doing with the rest of this, like whether we're putting a pattern on it or we're just leaving it be or what. We gotta blame NJ once in a while, you know? Gotta be your fault occasionally. No, I just updated some of those commands yesterday, so we are more aware of the list of them again. Okay. What are we filling the walls in with? And are we bothering with a pattern or not? We're gonna go get a few more stacks of that. I think I want to go to 3 high the whole way around, and then then we can go a little further from there. Yeah, sir. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. There we go. And back up. Use up more gunpowder making this than I'll get from it now. Realize I'm making this in open air. I don't need to have these trapdoors open. The reason I needed the trapdoors open or closed when I was making one last is because I was making one underground. Oh, you know what else we haven't checked yet? Hang on. We need to check and make sure. Nope. I couldn't jump on time. Could not jump on time. Okay. At least I counted date correctly down here. I don't know. What do I do here? What do we mix into it? You know what? I'm about to do something that I'm about to regret. Here, squiddy, squiddy, squiddy. I'm gonna attempt to get a hold of some more ink so I can make some dark prismarine. But we got none there. Maybe we'll get some around the... My problem is they'll only spawn in the gaps. There's not a whole lot of space for squid respawning out here. I was thinking I'd round up, yeah, I was thinking I'd round up enough to get some, but we need 1 for 1, don't we? Like the dark prismarine recipe is ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, it's 1 for 1. We're not gonna get enough ink for that. Not by hand. But I think we will go the warped route. However, before we do that, yeah, exactly. I was gonna go warped. Before we do that, I am going to run to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and very slight change of plans. We are going to still use the warped, but we're going to be making our stripes horizontal or vertical on this. Oh hey, we have our first mobs. I don't know why it's not being pushed off, but okay. But yeah, we're doing all of our stripes vertical because that way we know that they will be symmetrical. I think, at least. Maybe we'll still do the two... Oh. I need to fly further away because there's still some of you down there. Ah! How did it... The one block that's not covered, of course. The one block that's not covered. Thank you for figuring that out, because I would not have realized for a little bit that had happened. Okay, those should be covered now. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I need to stop just jumping the whole way down like that, but I like it. I will just go do that on all the sides. Yay! Dang it. The one problem with having put the water in already is that it's going to keep washing me down, but that's fine. It'll be entertaining. We'll have to get a Riptide Trident eventually, though. I need to get some levels put together between streams. Both sides knocked me off at like pretty much the same exact moment. Jack him up here. And the whole thing should be square. It's not cube, but it is square. I'll go check it in a second. Yep. I see what I did. I'm like, I bet I can guess already. Yep. Thank you for catching that. One more side to do this part on. We need to jump down and get more of these first, though. Oops. But just one more stack will be plenty. Oh. One more stack of logs. Be more than enough, but, you know. We're gonna do a bunch of different patterns and stuff around here, so. There are a few spots that still need brought down too, so we'll make sure that we get those on the way. Oops. Dang it. Oh well. We'll get those on the way back down. Okay. That taken care of. Oh. I see no more trapdoors open, so that's good. Okay, let's do another dark stripe, whoops, up the corners. Right next to the bone. Oops, nope. Trying to land on the roof. Mob faces. Meh. I could. But I don't really have a good place to stand to gauge things up, so I'd rather not like make that mistake, basically. I am, however, going to grab more warped wood while I'm down here now that I'm doing this on the sides. Okay, we're bringing more warped wood with us in case we need it. I could make part of it out of ice if I really wanted to. Like, out of the blue ices, I mean, not ice. Yay, I got the cramming my face against the window thing correct for a change. I think it is only the one side left. Oh, okay. Trying to think what else is going on this week stream-wise. Because this is officially 2 weeks of daily streaming as of today. We have made it. I'm gonna go through the whole month, hopefully. I may have to skip a day in order to stay over at somebody's place to dog sit, but I'm hoping that I won't. Yeah. I do love it. I think it's turning out good. tomorrow night I've got an After Dark stream, but it's a Mario Kart stream with some of my friends, and that one's actually going to be like anybody from the community is welcome to come play. And Friday I'm finishing Inscription, but I don't really have plans for the streams in between. This is going really well, though. I'm really, really happy with it. No. Do not knock me off. Thank you. And then the rest of it's just going to be filled in with the plain Prismarine. Oops. The just plain Prismarine at that point. Which I think should be named Cobbled Prismarine, but that's just me. Literally the same exact texture as the cobbled stuffs. Nope, Always Day is not on. You just haven't noticed when I've slept. About noon. Oops. Dang it. I'm making so many mistakes right now. I'm pretty sure it is. I just stream too late for him normally, I think. Alright, there's all those done. So now we need to do a bunch of the regular Prismarine, and I think we're going to need to fill more of my inventory with it first, so let's go raid the chests that are not hooked up to the system is what we should do. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, that's real late. I'll be still kicking around here, but I appreciate you being here. And one more stack. Just blame the font color, that's what I do. Anytime I don't recognize somebody, I'm like, it's because of the font color. Maybe. We usually don't have you modding quite this early, you know? I know, I saw when you leveled up, it gave it back to you. I'm sorry, I knew you hacked it. Yeah. I was like, no! Okay, that's that. Let's fly over and see how we like the look of that before I do the other sides. Oh yeah, I'm perfectly happy with that. Is it the most beautiful thing I've ever built? No. Is this a functional build? Yes. Also, last time I built one of these, we were still on the old lighting system. Hey, John, how's it going? Thank you. I really like my new makeup. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Whoops. That was almost bad. Thanks for doing the shout out for Jen. Now go get a coffee. Let us sleep real quick before it gets darker. Thank you. That part I didn't do anything fancy to. This is just how it is these days. I've gotten very lucky with it lately. We know it works because it keeps spawning mobs at night. Which message didn't send? That's fair, yeah. I don't have anybody either pulling mine out or making me want to. Oh, yeah, these days it's light level 0 to spawn mobs. It used to be light level 7 and below. So you only have to put torches like not even half as frequently as you used to. So that means my couple of lanterns that are in the bottom of this are actually doing a good job of keeping most of it spawn proofed. You do try sometimes with the pull ties, but we just haven't had as many pulls recently, so. So boy on Friday I was like, why? But yeah, no, the old lighting system last time, ooh, pardon me. Last time I made one of these, it was on the old lighting system. And so this one is not casting strong enough shadows for the bottom layer to be getting unfrozen while we're up here. Or no, to the bottom layer to be not unfrozen. To be spawning mobs while we're up here. That's what I'm trying to say. But Jen, we have most of a mob farm. I still have no idea how I'm killing anything in it, but could do campfires. I was originally just thinking magma box, but I always forget the campfires are an option. Oh, and I'm not even building anything that I haven't built before. But yeah, I wish that we were a little bit faster about it, but we're definitely fending for ourselves just fine. Girl World has been managing just fine on its own. No, we need to go make more. Oh, we've only hooked the inner. We never hooked the outer row up to the storage peeps. We only hooked the inner row up to the storage. Whoops. That explains a few things. Plan was solid blocks and then slabs on top. So that we're getting the cave spawns. Not that I know entirely how that stuff works, but you know. They do matter too, but we think that the guardians may count as surface spawns. Like, be taking up part of that mob cap, so we don't know. Either way, I'm not after the most, like, efficient farm on the planet. Oh, the guardians are cave spawns. Interesting. Because the leaves aren't going to block out enough light for this place, so I don't think I can do leaves. It's a good point though, like I always forget that part about doing bedrock mob farms. It's partially never mattered because I've always built these underground anyway before. So it's like, it was only getting cave spawns anyway, but... Guardians are cave spawns, okay. Yeah, I never got an answer out of anybody about what they were going to count as. Well, I just have to hope that the Guardians are getting killed off fast enough by the system. Because I do not have... I mean, I guess I could do multiple layers of leaves on top, but... Just try to put one in bed? Okay, good luck. I hope you succeed. Oh, I fell. It's a loo! Give us your lunch money. Never! Never! You can't have my lunch money. I already used it. I already ate lunch today. How you doing? What's up? How was the rest 100 days today? Thank you for doing the shout out for Lou. Okay, this will... let me put in all the water. Your stuff pumpkin factory works? Yes! That's awesome! Need regular ice. Do I not have any more regular ice in here? Oh well. I don't need a ton of it, so we'll just harvest it. We don't have any proper food factories on the island at the moment, so I'm a little jelly. I need food anyway, so let's go in and find some food for ourselves and oops. Guess we don't have much food with us. Okay. But yeah, and then we sleep. Yeah, I could do the tinted glass, but tinted glass doesn't count for... Does tinted glass count for using it to do the surface spawn stuff? It does. Oh. Well, we could just go ahead and get more of it then. Nothing's stopping us from just putting that as the whole roof. Hey Longhorn, how's it going? Correct. I was worried that was gonna happen. Yeah, I've heard that it's just been a nightmare down there. You guys got like a whole half an inch of snow and that it's just causing utter chaos. Meanwhile, it hasn't been above freezing in 2 months here. And it, well, apparently we didn't have quite enough there. Fine. We will, whoops. Take out alternating ones. Cool, so all the water's shoving around correctly. But for right now, everything just lands on top of here. No stow there? Okay. Okay. We need more food anyway. Let's go back to spawn. Let's dump out our inventory in here. Go back to spawn, get more food, and get more amethyst, or more amethyst and more glass. Yeah, the coldest we got Fahrenheit was -31. Find some food. I'm in Montana. It's just like that. Here, I'll hold up here. Let me get out of the portal. Let me just show y'all what my backyard looks like right now, okay? Or at least what it looked like earlier today. Ta-da! This is what I'm working with. So it be snow. It's not that much snow. It's blown off of everything, but it is gorgeous. So pretty. Yeah, it's not actually snowed very much at all this year. We've only had about 6 inches total. And it's been very, very irritating. Okay. Food. Cooked cod, might as well. I'm gonna have a ton of that around. Okay. Back downstairs for more amethyst. We may need to AFK here in between streams. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough for 6 stacks total. I need 3 stacks of regular glass to go with that. That's pretty normal. Like, is that pretty normal for your area, or is that like, uh-oh, we need some snow? Like, I know obviously you're in a dry area in general, but yeah, sir, I mean. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oops. See, it's so strange to me to hear people being like, oh, I wonder if we're gonna get snow, because it's like, I don't know. I lived in California long enough that it shouldn't be weird, but the concept of living in a place that's literally without snow is once again foreign to me. Yeah, I figured that it's like, you're in one of those areas where it snows like once every like 10 years type of nonsense, but I figure you guys have to have a rainy season sometime. Very few places on Earth that don't have some kind of rainy season. These are just temporary. I guess I should have gotten some leaves too, shouldn't I? We do have leaves around. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the part that people never realize, is that it's like, it's not the snow that's dangerous, it's the freezing rain, and it's the the repeated freezing and unfreezings, especially. Whoops. Dang it. If I wind up one piece short because I left that piece down there to die, then y'all can make fun of me, okay? But I'm pretty sure that I actually made way too much. Yeah, sir, thank you for tipping me off to the fact that this would work for the farm, though. I am not the most technical player, obviously. Yeah, like, our buses were running about a half hour late on average right now, which is why I didn't go anywhere today. That and my throat's been bothering me a little bit. But I think that's just from streaming too much, because I haven't seen anyone except for, I guess I did go to the store for a few minutes on Friday, but that's the only interaction I've had with anybody in like a week and a half. So I'm like, I better not have somehow caught something. Okay, the center is still definitely bright enough. We're still gonna have some stuff spawning partway in there. So this is gonna get messy fast. So we need to... Oops. Dang it. I do like mint, but I just don't like hot beverages in general. They nauseate me, unfortunately. I wish I could have them, though. They'd be so good. Okay, farm's definitely working. We just have to figure out our kill mechanism. And I'm personally not in the mood to get blown up a couple times while trying to experiment with one tonight. Although I guess we are an inch from it being functional, aren't we? Ugh. Okay, well, let's go, suspend some hoppers a few blocks above my ceiling here. This is gonna be so cool. I'm so happy with this. Oh, Lawful, that sucks. At least you know who to blame, but yikes. No, we weren't. No. But what we want, we don't have. So fine, we will... We will do this. Yeah, the cold that a lot of people think they have right now is actually COVID, and just everybody's forgotten that there are other things that they could have besides just a cold. I really think that mine's just from talking too much because, like, because it has been the same very, very dull sore throat for like 2 or 3 days, and that's been it. Okay, so what we were thinking soul campfires, right? And then... No, I do have coal upstairs. I need 4 pieces of coal. I need logs and sticks, which I have. And I need some soul sand. Grafted. That one took me a second. Why are there so many of you out here right now? Jeez. We're gonna grab a couple extras in case I accidentally tear one apart, but... Do not eat in portals. First rule of Bedrock Edition, never eat in a portal. You will end up in a wall somewhere. Fine, we will get out the rest of my rockets. I will officially have used them all up on the stream. Would also help though if I actually made the campfires before I... Did they use... not... they don't use coal. Okay. That's not one of my types of OCD, but it is good to keep in mind. No. Actually, we're gonna go in from the top. We're gonna danger zone this. Oh, you know what I should have done before I did that? I'm gonna do it now. Knock out a way for me to walk out the side of this thing. Because I'll just land on there and deal with it. I can handle fire damage for like 2 seconds. Oh no, the thing's already functioning. We know it's working. Oh, did I get these lamps out of here already? So it really is just the center ones. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize I'd taken those lanterns out of there, so... No, yeah, sir, I still have to put leaves over this to get surface spawns on, right? The exits for mobs momentarily, yes. But nothing should be spawning in here while I'm... Oh, it did spawn in there while I was that far from it. Or that close to it. That was almost disastrous, but we're fine. And we have our first pieces of gunpowder out of it already. Yes! Okay, we now to hop down here and make a few... No, I don't need to? Nice. Thank you! Chests. And... a couple more hoppers. We'll call those good for now. Okay, if that somehow isn't enough, then I don't know what's gonna make it be enough. We are going to... trapdoor... We will get this actually funneled into the proper storage soon enough. We built a mob farm, peeps. It doesn't have the world's most efficient thing, but you'll note that it is set up at such a size that we can turn this into a trident killer. So this is ready to go. If we want to turn this into an experience source, we got it. I don't know why I'm putting these in here. I thought I needed that there, but I apparently do not. Do you involve laundering? What do you mean? Oh, okay. I get the joke. All right. You're whooshing past me a lot today, Grafted. Sorry. If we go check this, it should be... Yep. We are safely... Come on, let me actually float in here. We're good. We are good. We did good. I'm proud. Time to AFK a ton and get a bunch of gunpowder. Oh. No, it is... Yeah, exactly. And that's gonna be the thing, is that I'm just gonna... I'm sorry, what was that? You guys heard that, right? Yeah, I think some illagers just spawned in there. They did! They did. So that's a surface spawn. That's our one weird problem with it. Yes, that does mean it's working, so I'm excited about that. Thank you. Really, really excited. Oh. Okay, crackle, crackle. We did good. We did good. We have a working mob farm. I cannot believe that we actually built a working mob farm in the space of like 3 streams. 2 streams, probably. And a working guardian farm underneath us. We are good. We're absolutely good, and a night or 2 on here should do us all the gunpowder we need for a while, so. But I think that means it's time to call it. So I'm gonna drop the usual links in there for you, and we're gonna go find somebody family friendly to raid this time of night. Which is easier said than done. Is cat family friendly? No. Guess we'll go over to, oh, Zeroed family friendly? How am I still not following them? I know we've rated them before. We can go over to Zeroed, yep. Oh my gosh, Pipsqueak, thank you for the raid. You got here right as we're raiding out, though. Welcome in, though. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the raid anyway. Let me give you a quick follow as a thank you. Sorry about that. Because, yeah, you've been around for a while. Let me get you a quick follow. Streamiversary! Happy Streamiversary to you! Congratulations! Well, here, go forward and double raid over into here with us. You get to, like, because that's big news. You should share that with everybody. Yes, that is seriously awesome. Congratulations to you. And everybody, panic at Zeroed if you got the emotes. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow night for Mario Kart. Toodles!